All right. Hello, everybody. And this is a special week of the HDA season. It's week 6. And this is going to be the match preview slash gameplay. And it's special because today we are playing none other than Blake Mullins. Um, but more on that in a moment. Let's see. Last week, the recap. Um, yeah, another 2-0 victory versus EP Dreepy. Craig gave us an interesting matchup. Bug Month is every month was the theme. Heracross took 4 KOs across 2 games. Trevenant was the silent MVP because Craig had a Zoroark, and Trevenant's Frisk was able to give us the information we needed to know that Zoroark was the lead in Game 2 and not the Pikachu it was disguised as. Sui Arcanine, Dragonite, Metagross all contributed pretty well to that set as well. And Samurott was just a jobber. It sat in the back and did basically nothing. It now puts us 5-0 on the season and 10-0 in games and a maximum of 15 out of 15 possible points on the season, which is great. 3 weeks to go until the playoffs. Andrew, Walter, and I are still tied for first place. We are both tied at 15 points. Neither of us have yet to drop a game, and we are on a collision course for a Week 8 matchup that could very well decide who wins our conference and who is the number 1 seed. A 6-2 record should lock us in for playoffs, and obviously, that's all good and all, but we want to keep the win streak alive. And all 3 of our remaining matchups have playoff implications, right? I already touched on it. We play Andrew in week 8. I actually have the hardest strength of schedule for the rest of the week because my opponents are collective 13-2. Blake and AJ, who I play next week, are both 4-1. Andrew 5-0. We have our work cut out for us, and it's going to be a very, very brutal race to the finish line for us. Week 6, though, we have to focus on the present and the Paniola town Pangoros, of course, managed and captained by my good friend. I'm hopefully your friend too. Blake's a great guy, but Blake Mullins. And Blake and I have a lot of history. We've played each other a lot over the past year, and this is easily what I think is going to be the most interesting match that I'm going to play because I know Blake is going to put me through my paces, to say the least. He has something heinous cooked up for me, and I have to hope that my prep is good enough to handle it. Specifically, looking at his team, I think that any combination of these 8 Pokemon can come. I doubt he drops both Charizard and Gyarados, but he's probably bringing at least one of them. Obviously, both of them are physical setup Mega Evolutions. Gyarados, of course, does not have to Mega Evolve, although both will be holding their Mega Stone. Blake has been using this Aurorus to insane effect this season. It has an absurd kill-to-death ratio in this league. It has been consistently towards the top of the KD leaderboard. Blaziken, a Pokemon that can run a physical set, it can run a special set, it can run a supportive set, it can run coaching, it can run baton pass with speed boost. It's a Pokemon I have to give a ton of respect to. Vivian is Blake's most obnoxious utility piece. This Pokemon has Compound Ice Sleep Powder, it has Compound Ice Hurricane, it has Friend Guard, it has Rage Powder, it has Tailwind, it has weather setting moves, it has Pollen Puff. It's just obnoxious. Torterra is a Pokemon. It can be offensive, or it can set up a Shell Smash, or it can provide utility with like Wide Guard. Chimecho is mostly going to be here for Blake as a Trick Room setter, although it does also have a lot of healing moves like Healing Wish, Heal Pulse. It does offer pretty good damage into a couple of my Pokemon with Psychic as well. It can set up with Calm Mind if he really wanted to. Houndstone, especially with Fluffy, is a very bulky, very disruptive Pokemon. Of course, it has access to Last Respects, has access to Will-O-Wisp, has access to a lot of moves like Ally Switch that can just really cause me a lot of trouble. For this week in particular, if I had to guess, I think that I am going to see Blaziken, Vivian, Chimecho, and Aurorus, plus 2 of the other 4. I think that Blake can bring any of these Pokemon that he wants into this matchup, and I have to be ready for quite literally anything. And that is what my prep has been about this whole week. I hope that my prep is up to snuff. So I've been out of town visiting with family for the past couple of days. I managed to sneak in a little bit of extra prep then. But basically, since my set against Craig finished last week, I have been cramming and prepping for this set pretty crazily, just to get as much prep in as I can. So I'm hopeful that it pays off. There's a few decisions on my team building that I'm not 100% convinced on, but it's going to have to be good enough because we're going to be playing here in the next 5 or so minutes. Um, the team, of course, Dragonite is coming. All the nicknames, by the way, have references to past sets that I've played against Blake. Like I mentioned, we've got history with each other, so I'll get into that. We played each other, I believe, 12 times last season. We played each other, um, I believe it was 4 times in each regulation. And in Regulation H, where I was piloting the Arisbeth Rain composition, Dragonite, Archelodon, Pelipper, Sinistcha, Ursaluna, and Goldango, for those who maybe aren't familiar. Dragonite on that team was running Loaded Dice Scale Shots. So this is an homage to that Dragonite set. This one, however, obviously very different. Dragon Pulse, Hurricane, Thunderbolt, and Tailwind. And the reason I'm paying a lot of homage to Regulation H in particular is that was the regulation that Blake never beat me in. I was 4-0 against him. This week, Hisuian Arcanine is running a Choice Scarf set with Intimidate. Triple Rock-type moves. Head Smash is to eviscerate any sort of Vivillon. Also deals an absurd amount of damage to Charizard X. Rock Tomb is here as a form of speed control against like Scarf Vivillon or Dragon Dance Charizard or Dragon Dance Gyarados. Rock Slide is here just for a good spread move, flinch chance against Chimecho, setting up Trick Room, things like that. And Flare Blitz is here just as our best damage option into something like Torterra. And this is a reference to Regulation H, where Blake was playing a lot of Hisuian Arcanine, Flutter Mane, Para-Flinchy stuff, and I was running Iron Crown Psy-Spam. And Blake did finally get a victory against me in that regulation. It was in Swiss rounds at a cup, and then I turned around and I 2-0'd him in finals of that cup. So, yeah, that was a time. It was a fun trip to Fort Wayne that weekend. Phalanx this week, Mega Phalanx is here, very offensive set. Max Jolly to outspeed Vivillon, give me a second Pokemon that outspeeds it unless it's Scarfed. Close Combat, Throat Chop, Rock Slide, just the best damage options into the team. And turn 1 Body Press is in particular in reference to the final match of Regulation H that I played against Blake. Game 3, turn 1, I Body Pressed his Excadrill that he was switching in, and basically won the game on the spot. And also just the fact that I would very often do the Scale Shot into Archelodon Body Press combo. Hisuian Samurott, this is the Pokemon I'm least confident in this week. We're just running 3 attacks, Detect with Focus Sash, and hopefully this thing is going to be able to provide some good damage and clean up for us and play some, priority mind games with Blake. Of course, 9-3, overall in reference to the overall record of 9-3. Trevenant, the nickname is the most confusing. CMIFOMW is Calm Mind in front of my Whimsicott, which was a set we played in Regulation I, where Blake clicked Calm Mind on Terapagos in front of my Whimsicott. I then clicked Encore into the Terapagos, and it sat there and clicked Calm Mind for, I couldn't tell you how many turns. But needless to say, Terapagos watched the rest of its teammates get knocked out one at a time, and then eventually it got punched in the face by an Urshifu until it stopped moving, which I thought was just very, very funny. So Trevenant this week is paying homage to that. Hornleech, Poltergeist, Trick Room, very similar EV spread. A little bit extra bulk, plus the Akka Berry should allow us to live any hit from Charizard or Gyarados, so long as they are not like boosted to oblivion by like Belly Drum. We live Max Modest Hyper Voice from Auroras as well with this bulk. So we should be in a pretty good spot here. And in Simipour, just Reggae Terrain. I love that team. Scald, Icy Wind, Rain Dance, Fake Out, Max Timid, so that it also outspeeds all of Blake's Pokemon, unless they happen to be Choice Scarfed. And we're running Mystic Water because I wanted Focus Sash on this mon. And I don't think it really makes sense to run like a Yachi or a Rindo Berry. So I just opted for Mystic Water to just give Simipour as much damage output as I possibly could. Rain Dance, Mystic Water, Boosted Scald is still going to do pretty good damage into everything that's not the Gyarados. So hopefully this goes pretty well for us. So I'm going to go ahead and finish getting us set up for this matchup. I will ping Blake with the room code, and hopefully our casters are going to be ready for this one. I know Zach and Spitzy are on the mic for it, and this is definitely a match that I have been really trying to hype up myself as well. So, with any small amount of luck, um, things are going to be in a good spot. What's my room ID? Okay. Gonna DM this to Blake first. Break. Alright, so we should be good to go here in just a moment. What else? What else was I gonna do? I'm sure there was something else I meant to do. I don't know what I meant to do. It's been a busy day. I'm also down at Gen Con, so I, have been up since some ungodly hour this morning. Really kind of just running a hype and adrenaline, which is truthfully all that we really need. Yeah, hopefully this goes well. I have pretty good vibes about this one. Yeah, I'm excited. I've been looking forward to this match for a while, and I'm sure Blake is too. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this one goes. Alright, so Blake's in the room. We are waiting on the casters to get ready. Let me make sure I have everything I need here. I have my calc pulled up. Let me make sure all my sets are right. Should be pretty much good to go on all of this. Alright, I have notes. HDA week 6 versus Blake. Alright, and let's get this show on the road. Alright, and we have gotten the go-ahead as soon as the date updates. I love you, Pokemon champions. Never change. Alright. Oh, I meant to change the song to be Ivor's theme for Game 1, but that's fine. Alright, what kind of fresh hell has Blake prepared for me? Okay, so Charizard plus Gyarados, okay. Zard... Gyarados, Vivian, Blaziken, the Kentucky Fried Chicken. I almost wrote Fluffy for Houndstone. Alright, so let's get Discord. I don't need Discord pulled up for this. So what was my plan for this? I had a plan for this. It was to do Arcanine Phalanx Trevenant Samu Game 1 was the plan. I'm a little concerned about Blake potentially going for Trick Room here, but I think it's fine. Question mark. I think we'll be okay. We have Focus Sash on Samurott. Yeah. Let's send it. All right. Vivian Blaziken. Okay. This is something. All right. So we get Intimidate down. I hate it here. Okay. I have no way of knowing what this... They gave him my nicknames. That's funny. Okay, well, that surprise was ruined. I know never to trust Zach and Spitzy again. That's fine. I'll remember that one. I'm gonna go for Rock Tomb into Vivian, Mega Evolve, Rock Slide. I'm expecting double Protect here. I'm expecting this to be double Protect. It might not be double Protect, but we're gonna find out. Rock Tomb into Vivian, Focus Sash. Okay, I kind of anticipated that. This is going to be Aura Sphere into Blaziken. Almost, or into, Hisuian Arcanine, I'm guessing. Okay, Phalanx moves first, so it's not Scarfed. Rocks fall, Vivian goes down. Let's see if we get the flinch. Oh, we crit Vivian very unnecessarily. So we could have gone for, like, double Rock Slide if we wanted to. Focus Energy Blaziken. Okay. Thanks, I hate that. Okay. So... Okay, Focus Energy Blaziken. What on earth are you doing, Blake? What are you doing? You do have a speed boost. You have a speed boost. Houndstone, okay. Focus Energy into Houndstone. I need more information if I'm going to play this matchup, and I'm predicting a Protect from the Blaziken here anyways, because he's probably... So Blake knows I'm Scarf. So... How loose do I want to play with Phalanx here? I think I can go for a Throat Chop into the dog. And swap out. Okay. Trevenant comes in. Okay. Leftovers, Scope Lens. Superpower does nothing. Okay, that's good. Throat Chop comes out into Houndstone. That's definitely fluffy. I was really expecting a Protect. Yawn comes out into Phalanx. Okay. I think I'm going to go for Trick Room, Close Combat into the Blaziken here. I'm thinking he might double Protect to try to get Yawn to make me EPs. We'll have to see here. He goes for Flare Blitz. Akaberry. This is probably... I think this is guaranteed to crit, though. We survive. Okay. Critical hit. Okay. We get burned. That's pretty bad. That's pretty brutal. Close Combat should pick Blaziken up, though. That KOs. And we crit the critical hit Blaziken back. Okay. So the early Mon advantage is ours, but we may be throwing here. Yawn goes into Phalanx, so that does nothing. And we set up Trick Room. Okay. So this Trick Room, if it's... Well, there's no Aurorus. There's no Aurorus. So the only Pokemon that Blake could have at this point in the back, it's either Zard or Gyarados or Chimecho. Okay. I've also taken 0 notes. So... Okay, so Gyarados intimidates Phalanx, so that's actually good for us here. I'm going to Poltergeist the puppy dog. And... Phalanx is actually really good into this Gyarados. mean, we have to take the Mando sleep turn. I'm just going to double the Houndstone here. So this is Fluffy, Lefties, Yawn, Scope, Lens, Poltergeist into the dog. That does not do very much. Focus Energy. Last Respects comes out into Phalanx. That does a lot. That hurts a lot. Okay, so Phalanx goes down. That's not great. I don't love that for us. Okay. Here's the thing. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Samu comes in. Okay, so we have Samu here. Superpower. Yawn, Last Respects, Houndstone. Stone. Intim. Waterfall. Vivi. We know is Sash and nothing else. Okay. So there's not been any. There's an Intimidate actually on my Trevenant. So that is important to note here. If there's a Pokemon that doesn't have Protect between these two, it's going to be the Houndstone. Gyarados actually Megas here. So this is quite good, I think. I'm not sure. I am genuinely not sure if this is good or not. Breaks the mold. Houndstone protects. Okay, Houndstone reveals Protect. Poltergeist goes into Protect, does nothing. If this is like Power Whip into Samu... Okay, it's Crunch. Okay. Crunch goes into Samurott. Night Slash. Ding. Does nothing. Okay. Leftovers. Trevenant goes down to Burn. So we're going to bring out Arcanine here. So we're under Trick Room. Arcanine is going to be the fastest Pokemon, but we do get double Intimidate down, which is quite good. Houndstone just protected. Crunch is not a 2-hit KO at the moment. I think I Flare Blitz. Okay, so if this is like Max Houndstone. Okay. Houndstone, Max, like, Dummy Thick, Hisuian Arcanine, Flare Blitz into Max Bulk Houndstone does not pick up. But I think it's still my best play. I think my best play is to do that. And then Sacred Sword should do quite a lot to Gyarados. Okay, Yawn comes out. That's bad. Yawn into us is quite bad here. Waterfall coming out. Oh, okay, I got the speed orders wrong. That's really bad. I'm mortal. I can bleed. Today we learned. Sacred Sword comes out into Gyarados. That doesn't even KO. Okay, so he's quite physically bulky. How... Okay, so Max Adamant Sacred Sword into... Yeah, that did, like, nothing. So he's definitely, like, 32... Definitely at least, like, max HP, I would say. This is just going to be a double Protect turn. Surely. Actually, I think it's better for me here to... I think I just lose. So, regardless of what I do... Is there some weird universe where... Are Gyarados and Samu... there's no way we're speed tying. There's no way Blake would do that. I'm just not going to reveal Night Slash yet. Okay. Protect. Houndstone. Makes sense. Okay. Gyarados protects. Gyarados reveals a third move. That's good. Protect. Sacred Sword goes into Gyarados. Protects itself. Okay. Leftovers. Okay. I needed to detect that turn. I needed to detect the turn that Houndstone yawned me. I mean, we're dead here. We're dead to Crunch plus Last Respects. Well, are we? Yeah, we're certainly we're dead, right? The problem is we need to crit Houndstone here. Yeah, even if we crit the Houndstone, I'm pretty sure we don't KO it. We also would need to get the 1-turn Wake Up, which is a 1 in 3 chance. I am mortal. I do bleed. Okay. Blake got me. Trick Room did not help me at all. What did it get me? So I know about Leftovers. I know about Scope Lens. We lived a crunch on 1. That's really funny. Last Respects comes out. Samu goes down. Okay. So how do we adapt for game 2? So he has Chimecho. He has Zard. He knows Trick Room is quite good against me. If he's got something like Minimum Speed, Charizard, if he has something like what he ran against Zac with the Belly Drum set, this could be quite bad. This could be quite bad for me. But, what do I go for here? What's the game plan for game 2? The Trick Room was the mistake. The Trick Room was the mistake. Which of the game plans works best here? So Dragonite plus Simipour with Hark Samu is the backup game plan. But we have basically no protects on anything other than Phalanx and is there a way? Okay, how do I get around this? So I mean, the burn on Trevenant did also hurt quite a lot. I think I could have also been better about my targeting. So what does he know about? He knows about Akaberry. He doesn't know about the Focus Sash. He knows about Choice Scarf. He knows about Rock Tomb. He knows about Sacred Sword. He knows about Rock Slide Close Combat, and he knows about Poltergeist and Trick Room. Okay. Is it crazy? Is it crazy that I think I run this back? I think I run this back. This is insane. I don't think this is going to work, but I think I just run this back. I think I just run this back for game 2. If Blake tries the same thing, I know that I can just double Rock Slide. Okay, it's Vivillon Blaziken again. Okay, so this is fine. Okay. Yeah, this is just double rocks. Mega Phalanx. I need to protect Mega Phalanx as well. I think Phalanx is too valuable into the Gyarados. If he has it. Okay, Vivillon protects this turn, which is fine. So Vivi reveals Protect. So we reveal Rock Slide. We have double chances to flinch here also, which is very, very good for us. Okay. So 2 30% chances to flinch Blaziken. There we go. That's good stuff. Yeah, I think we just Rocks Fall. Just keep Rock Fall. Just Rocks Fall. Rocks Fall, Rocks Fall, Rocks Fall. Paraflinch, just flinch, 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 flinch. This is the Pokemon Champions experience. And yeah, we just roll with the Rock Slides. I mean, we got 31% into this Blaziken. How is this Blaziken taking these rock slides this well? Okay, there we go. That's pretty good damage. I mean, it's non-stab, and we're jolly on Phalanx, so... Okay, there's Focus Energy from Blaziken. Blaziken's getting pumped. Rock Slide. Okay. It didn't flinch from the first one, which is a little bit problematic. But now, he has to target correctly. He has to... So, like, you can KO Arcanine or Phalanx this next turn with a critical hit, but you're not getting both. Okay, we see Houndstone come out here. So he's just going to try to, like, crit me to death, I think. Okay. He doesn't know that I have Protect on Phalanx. I'm going to Rock Slide Protect this turn. Blaziken detects. Okay. That's fine. Protect. Rock Slide. Do we get the Pupper to flinch? 23%. That's not bad damage. Last Respects into Phalanx. Okay, this is fine. Blake could totally call this play out. But I'm also bluffing that I have Extreme Speed on Arcanine, because he doesn't know that I have Head Smash. I really wish that I had Extreme Speed, and I had Extreme Speed earlier, and I took it off. It's Superpower into Phalanx. Let's see how much this does. Phalanx is pretty good defense. Phalanx hangs on through the critical hit. So this is going to be close combat into the Blaziken now. Whap. Okay, bye-bye Blaziken. So it's a 4 versus 2 for the moment. Yep. 4 versus 2. Houndstone is going to go for Last Respects. This will finish off Phalanx, which is my best tool, into this Gyarados. But what this means now is that the Intimidate from Arcanine is going to stick here, which is really, really good. What this also means... Okay, hi Gyarados. 3-9 to Feisty. I love it. I love the gamesmanship of it. So I Flare Blitz into the Puppy Dog. Do I... I genuinely think Samurott can 2v1 this endgame. I just need to get the call on this turn right about what slot to attack with what. Like, if I just get enough damage down here. So, if I'm Blake, you can protect with Gyarados and Yawn with Houndstone. Which I think you can also just double protect to see what the Arcanine locks into. But just in case he gets Froggy. Okay, he does Mega. So I'm gonna reveal the Head Smash. This is potentially a throw. This is potentially a throw. Okay, yeah, no Protect, so Head Smash comes out here. 61%. We take Recoil, which isn't great. Crunch comes out into Trevenant. It's a lot of damage, so Trevenant gets 2-shot by Crunch. Last Respect, so he doubles the Trevenant here. Okay. I really wish I had locked Flare Blitz into Houndstone. If I had locked Flare Blitz into Houndstone, we were in such a good spot. God, Samurott with Focus Sash is so garbage in this matchup right now. The two Pokemon I was worried about Focus Sash Samurott into are not here. And this really, really, really sucks. I'm gonna double Gyarados here. Head Smash misses. Arcanine, you bum. Sacred Sword does KO, though. Okay, hold on. Okay. Yawn into the Samu. Okay, yep. So Samu's gonna take an EP nap. Houndstone is gonna protect. It's got Last Respects into Arcanine. So it's just gonna be a damage race between Night Slash Arcanine or Samu and the Houndstone. Yep, it protects. Okay. Yep, Samu goes to sleep. So I get one Head Smash with Arcanine here. We're giga dead to a Last Respects here. Like, giga dead to a Last Respects. Sharpness boosted Sharpness boosted Night Slash, though, should be doing pretty good damage into Houndstone. Okay. We miss and we sleep. That's really bad. We actually live, though. Okay. So now we can potentially Wombo Combo. If we connect the Head Smash. I should have just locked. I mean, no, I should have locked Flare Blitz, because like Flare Blitz into Flare Blitz would have KO'd. Here's Head Smash. We're going to self-KO here. 22%. Okay, Head Smash does 22% to this thing. So what is this EV spread? Yeah, this is max. This is max. Okay. So we should win this game. So this is max Houndstone. Max fluffy Houndstone specifically. Okay, so how much is this Night Slash doing? I think he's just going to heal out of range with this tick of leftovers. He's just going to heal out of range because of leftovers here. 45, yeah. We could crit. That crit. That was the crit. Yep. There we go. There we go. And that is what we wanted. That's what we needed. Okay. We forced the game 3. Okay. We need to... Okay. Okay, so we're going to 3. So here's the thing. We actually have like really good tools into what he's showing us. We have really good tools in what he's showing us. He like disappeared there. Okay, I'm gonna go to my other lead. I'm gonna go to my other lead, which is this one. All right. Hark in the back with Samu. Yeah. Yep. This is the way. This is the play. Did he reveal anything new in Game 2? Not really, I don't think. I'm guessing it's probably Dance on Gyarados. I have no idea what's on the Charizard or the Chimecho. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I hate it. I hate all of it. Chimecho Blaziken. Jesus Christ, I hate it here. Okay, I hate it. Fake out Chimecho Tailwind, I think, is the best play I have available to me here. Okay, so we have Chimecho on the field. We know it's Levitate. Blaziken detects. Okay, that's fine. Fake Out's not going into that slot. It's going to the Chimecho. Bye-bye. Tailwind goes up. Okay, 3 turns of Tailwind, and Blaziken just detected. So, okay. Speed boost, Blaziken. How much is Mystic Water? Okay. I'm gonna Scald Blaziken and Dragon Pulse that slot. Okay, Blaziken switches. This is to cover that. Vivillon. Okay, so we're gonna get a double up into the Vivillon here. Scald comes out. Really good damage. Dragon Pulse is gonna finish it off. Chimecho's gonna set Trick Room here, which is problematic. But we're getting an early KO, which is good. Simipour, the GOAT. Oh my god, it's Cosmic Power, and I didn't bring my Hazemon. Oh my god, 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 this is so bad. This is so bad. I'm gonna get swept. I'm gonna get swept by the fucking Chimecho. Okay. Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. I put Thunderbolt on over Haze. Oh my god. Okay. The good news is, though, as I have a Dark type in the back that can probably sweep both of these Pokemon. So that's a good bit of news number 1. I think here I Rain Dance Hurricane Chimecho. So that still does over half. It's Citrus. Okay, that's good. Recycles the Citrus Berry. Oh my god. And then it's Yawn into Dragonite. Okay, that's fine. I can live with the Yawn. The Yawn is fine. Because I can play around that. Scald now into Chimecho. Swap in Hisuian Arcanine, because I don't need Hisuian Arcanine for anything. It's kind of already a dead slot in this matchup, let's be real. We can win this. This is very winnable. He just has 2 really obnoxious Pokemon to get rid of. Okay. Hisuian Arcanine comes back out. We get an Intimidate on Houndstone, which is always, like, helpful. Scald's going to come out. We are going to once again proc Citrus Berry. We get the burn, which is huge. That's what we were fishing for. Although the burn into Houndstone also would have been good. Citrus up to 40. Goes for Recycle again. Okay, so as far as I know, this Chimecho doesn't even have an attacking move, which is funny. Jesus, double Citrus in 1 turn. He yawns the Hisuian Arcanine correctly on the switch-in. Burn. Tailwind peters out here. So I could double Chimecho here. I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with doubling the Chimecho here. He swaps out. Okay, so rocks are going to fall into the Blaziken. Scald is going to pick up Chimecho here, which is a brand new sentence that I don't think has ever been uttered in the history of existence. Chimecho goes down. Harkonine falls asleep, which I'm okay with. I genuinely could care less about that. Okay. Houndstone. Okay, so if I'm Blake here... Am I smoking Fent? I could have sworn this was Speed Boost Blaziken. Why does it not have a Speed Boost? I'm gonna Scald and Rock Slide. Okay, he detects. Yeah, that makes sense. Sleepy Time, Scald. Burn here would be huge. It does 50% in the rain, and we get the burn. Simipour. Last Respects, this is not going to KO. Okay. So it's +1 speed on Blaziken now. Last turn of rain. I think I Scald Rock Slide here. Okay, Hisuian Arcanine stays asleep. Superpower is going to come out into Simipour. That does KO. Okay. Stat drops onto Blaziken. That's fine. Pain Split is the final move. Okay. Okay, Pain Split. That's good to know. Okay. Dragonite comes out here, so it's +2 on Blaziken. +2, but -1 attack. Oh, this is such a tricky turn. Okay, so what gets me what here? Dragonite into no Spadef Houndstone. We can potentially pick it up here. How much is, like, max? It has to probably be Jolly Blaziken. I'm running out of time. Hurricane Rock Slide. Focus Energy. Okay. So Blake is betting it all on Black Garlic with this play. Harkonine wakes up. Rocks are going to fall. Connects into both. Blaziken takes a ton of damage. Oh, I didn't have to Hurricane here, but it doesn't matter. Dragonite comes in clutch. Blaziken down. It's the Houndstone versus the world now. Yawn's going to come out into Dragonite, but that's totally fine. Because now I can just cycle around my Pokemon. Right? Rocks fall. I swap into Samu. One more Rock Slide to go for the flinch here. At this point, it's just a matter of who we want to... pick up the KO. Rocks are going to bring Houndstone down to 15%. It's going to be the Yawn into the Samurott slot. I think Hisuian Arcanine is just going to win the battle of who has the best dog. This is the most JJ versus Blake set we've ever played. I need to also state that for the public record. Okay, Houndstone's going to protect here. I think we're going to let Dragonite finish this one off. Um, Samu's going to come out. Dragon Pulse. Dragonite is going to finish this one off. We are going to pick up a win in 3. Our first loss of the season. Oh my god. Okay, well that's gonna be it. I'm gonna go hop off for the post-game interview with everybody. Oh my goodness. 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 What absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. All right. GG's to Blake. GG's to everybody. Bye-bye.